Nityanandam, with all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I welcome you all to this video once again. Today, I wanted to share a little about the Sangha, the Nityananda Sangha, the space of completion that we all have to live in, and what Swamiji is trying to create through the Nityananda Sangha is nothing but an entire new dimension of civilization, a new civilization of enlightened beings. Enlightenment is not just something that we get and then we forget about it. It is something we practice. We have to radiate it and inspire people around us to live the same space of completion, which will lead us to living the light of enlightened consciousness. Recently, Swamiji has blessed the Gurukul kids to do the Akashic readings, which is reading the cosmic archives, which contains the past, the present, and the future of each and every human being, which can be only accessed through a very high mystical space, a mystical plane, and which can only be read through people who are in the complete space of a completion with Swamiji, the cosmos, and Kalbhairava himself. I will leave a brief description of what Akashic reading is all about in the box below. I think it would be very interesting for a lot of us to know what Akashic reading is about and how it can help us to be more integrated and centered about our lives, the purpose of our life, and where we want to go with this life we are having at the moment. I think that was one of the best things, one of the best gifts Swamiji has given to human beings is the Akashic readings, where you are guided by the children who live in the space of completion by radiating Kalabhairava and accessing the cosmic archives, which is accessible to them because of the pure space of integrity they live in, they exist in. And they do the readings from the space of no fear, no greed. When you experience that, you will understand what I'm saying when I mean it's one of the best gifts Swamiji has given to humanity. So, in this process, our whole Sangha is being forced to move to a space of completion by Kalabhairava himself. Most of the sannyasis, the brahmacharis or devotees or adinavasis, when they have some issues, they go for Akashic reading and they're guided by Kalabhairava to go to the space of completion, to go to completion, and they even explain whom they're supposed to meet to become more and more integrated to the purpose of life and to Swamiji. And quite a few of them have come my way, and what experiences I've had with them, I just wanted to share with my viewers so they can understand how powerful, how liberating the science of completion can be for us. One of the most different things I found living in Ayadinam, in my pre-monastic life and my monastic life is, in my pre-monastic life, I could choose whom I wanted to spend my time with, whom I didn't like, whom I wanted to avoid, and whom I never will see in my life ever again. But in the Adinam, it's not like that. Whether you like or not like, you have to live with them, and you are forced to address what space of incompletion inside of you is making you not like the other person, or making the other person angry with you, or what about the other person is irritating you, annoying you. I'm forced to look into it because I want to live in the Adinam. So over a period of time, the forced space of completion makes us look inside ourselves, because one day you realize you can't go on blaming the world. And in this process, the most beautiful thing I realized is, if you're in the space of completion and you express and experience the space of completion, the one thing you want to do is always make the other person happy, smile, and you always address each and every issue from the other person's perspective, not always from your perspective, which forces you also to a space of completion, and the other person also starts becoming more and more complete with you. And this is what I find the huge gap which we have in the society outside. I can, if any small anger, any small incompletion, I can choose not to talk to my brother for years. I can choose not to see my father for years. I can just ignore friends who stood by me. Maybe by a small word they might have said. I've seen this in my life, in my pre-monastic life, where I have known parents don't talk to each other, siblings don't talk to each other for years, have never seen each other for years, and I always wondered how it is possible to be in a family and not talk to each other, especially father and siblings. But I have seen that and never understood how it could be addressed either. Because each, thank you, she cut the light and